Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulua Tech Designs, and I'm your boy Lulua Mark. This is the final part of this project in Archicad. It's also the third part, and we have done most of the things. When you look at the 3D, we have done a lot. Today we shall now focus on finishes, basically doing the facades and the remaining part of this project. And I have come today with some good news, a very big good news actually. Our channel has been officially monetized. We have joined the YouTube program partner. Is that the right word? YouTube partner program. Yeah, we have joined the YouTube partner program, and we have come with a special package. So we are going to introduce some premium contents that will be available to our premium subscribers. So if you want to access some of the premium contents, that means you need to become a member of our premium community. And what we shall do, every project that we have had before and those we shall have in the future, we shall do them up to the detailing. We shall do the detailings, and the detailing bit will only be available to our premium members who have become a part of the family. So even these normal contents, we shall be able to first make it available to the members who have become premium members, then eventually to the public later. So it will be nice for you to subscribe as a member, so that you get access to our premium contents, and also all other contents will be available to you before it even goes to the public. So that is the good news we are bringing to you this day, and we are grateful for your support that has brought us this far. Now, looking at this project, we are now going to do curtain walls. Let's start with the curtain walls, especially from this side. This part here, I'll do curtain walls. Let's see how to start. Now, I'll come to the ground floor. I want to do curtain wall on this wall here. So the easiest way I'm going to do this is I want to come to my documents. I'll draw some lines here. I want to draw a line from here, just like that. Then another line, I can just do this. Let's say, for now, I'll just draw direct from here. Let me even close that. I'll draw a line. I want this line to start from this part, like that. I'll draw a line here. However, I'll pick this line. I'll drag it with the Control D. I'll drag it, let's say 300 millimeters away from that point. So now I can do my curtain walls within these lines. So I can come to my split tool. I'll split this wall where I want the curtain wall to be. And then here I'll also split it from here. First select it, go to the split. I want to split this wall here, just like that. Now it is this part of the wall that we shall turn into a curtain wall. But even before we do that, we need to create some more lines. This line here, I'll Control Shift D, that is to drag a copy. I'll drag a copy, let's say 1 meter away, that's 1000 millimeters. Then I'll control Shift D again to drag another copy. This time I'll drag it at let's say 100 millimeters, just like that. Now I want to drag both of them with Control Shift D. I'll just bring them this side, just like that, here, just like that. And then I can also split these ones again. I'll come to this wall. After selecting, I'll go to this split tool. I'll split here, just like that. And then I'll come to the split tool again. I'll split another one here, just like that. And then at this side, you go to the split tool. I'll split this one. I'll split it here, just like that. I'll select this. I'll come to the split tool. I'll split it here, just like that. Now we have partitioned our walls. It's just now a matter of changing materials. I'll also show you the other way of creating curtain walls. Now I'll just click on Ctrl T to access the settings. Now these materials, I'll just change them to glass. Let's say glass. So this is a glass blue. I'll click OK. And then this one here, Control T, I'll change it to steel, stainless steel, just like that. Then this, I'll change it to glass, this blue glass here, okay. And then this one, I'll change it to the stainless steel. And then this last one, we shall make it glass like that, glass. Okay, when you come to your 3D, that's what you get. You see that? That is what we have in our 3D. I believe you like this. So now I want to show you the other way of creating a curtain wall. Let's come to the ground floor here. You see, within design, there's this curtain wall here. When you click on it, you can draw it like this. I'll just draw it outside to demonstrate what you can do. Then when you come to your 3D, you'll see what you have. I remember telling you that I don't like the curtain wall Archicad gives. So this is the curtain wall Archicad gives, and you can see it and compare it with what we have done there. I believe you'll agree with me that this curtain wall is ugly. However, you can edit this. You Control T to access all these things. For example, from the scheme, the frames, you can change these things here. For example, this, I can change the materials, just like that. It is even red glass, but here I can make it the blue glass, just like that. Then I'll click OK. Then you see it will turn to glass, just like that. I can Control T. When I come to the panels, we did the frames, right? We did frames, yeah. Then when I come to the panels, there's even that part there. You can change the material. You can change this thing to, let's say, glass, that blue glass. Then this will be glass as well. I'm seeing only aluminium. Let me see here, glass, just like that. When I click OK, that's what you'll get. That's what Revit, Archicad can do for you. So this is another way of doing a curtain wall. It is actually the right way, though for me I prefer doing it the opposite way. I like to draw the wall tool Then I just give it the material I want, because it gives me more freedom to do certain things I want to do with the curtain wall. So you now have both ways. You can either do this, you change the materials, and also just turn these things into glass, or you can decide to do what I did by basically creating the real curtain wall, and you change it. Now I'll just rotate this to fit in this wall. I'll do this. I'll first of all, just there's this part for flipping. Let me see what we can get here. That's okay. Then I think I can just control R to rotate it. And then I'll rotate it at an angle of 90 degrees, just like that. Then I'll control D to bring it here, just like this. And then I can now delete this other wall. Control D to move it still, just like this. Then I can delete this wall away. I'll bring my curtain wall here with Control D. Can bring it to fit here, just like that. Let me Control D again and make sure it is aligning perfectly. Control D, just like that. This side it is too long, so I can click on that. Let me see what it will tell us. Orientation, drag. So when I bring it here, it will be able to take it to that side. Then in the 3D, that's what we shall get. You see that? So now I've also created curtain wall here. However, the top part is not covered with anything. That means we need a wall on top of it there. So to do that, you come to your wall tool. You can just draw a wall here, like that. And then of course you'll want this wall, this one here, and you want to intersect them with the intersect tool, like that. You also select this, you select that, you have to intersect them just like that. And then this wall, you want it to cover the curtain wall properly, just like that. And then in the 3D, you can now change some things here. When you just scroll, the base offset first of all can be 3.2, just like that. So 3.2 seems to be too much. Let's say 3 meters, like that. And then the top, let's first do 500 and see. So it's exactly what we want. Now you can see what we get. That's what we have. And then of course our curtain wall, we can push it a little bit inside. Can put it, Control D to move it a little bit inside, just like that. You can even move it further. Control D, there. So if you have moved it properly and you see it is fitting, and then Control D, yeah, now it seems to be aligning well. One more time, Control D, just like that. Now it has now entered, and this is okay. So now we have achieved our curtain wall in two ways. On this side, we used the wall tool, created some lines, and turned the wall tool into glass, and also these panels into steel metal. However, this one here is from the family of curtain walls that Archicad has, and we have decided to use it to achieve this as well. Now I believe this is good. This is a perfect. We are going to continue. We are going to continue. I will not now overdo these curtain walls. I will not create new ones, but I will simply just now duplicate what we have done. So for this, I'll just Control Shift D to create a copy here. However, I want this copy on this top part here. I want this top part to have a curtain wall. I believe it will be. Then I need to first see where I want this one to really be. In fact, this side will be entirely curtain wall. This one here. Now we are going to do this in the, let me see, the first floor. We shall do this in the first floor. So this curtain wall, we shall just go to the setting by clicking on Control T. Let's look for the distance, not this. Let me see. I want to take it to, there's this glass that I want to change the ground offset. This one I'll take it to the first floor so that it goes to the first floor just like that. Now when I come to the first floor, I should be able to sit here. I hope you understood what we did. I basically just clicked on it. After selecting, I scrolled and I changed this home story from here. It was on the ground floor, so I just changed it to the first floor. That's why we have it up there. Now when you come to your first floor, you will see it here. Now we can use it here properly. First of all, I'll just duplicate with Control Shift D. I'll bring it here just like that. Then of course we want part of this wall to go and leave space for us. So I'll just come to the split tool. I can split this wall maybe around here like that. Then that part I'll delete it. Then I'll use the curtain wall here. Control D to move it. I'll bring it here and make sure it fits very well, just like that. Let me first Control D again. I'll move it. Control D. Move it there, just like that. And then I can just click on this black dot and drag it inside, just like that. Then when you come to your 3D, that's what you'll get. You get that. So as it is the tradition, you now have to fill in that gap up there with the wall tool. You have to fill it with the wall tool. And also this part here, I want to drag it a little bit. I want it to cover the curtain wall just like that. I'll drag it further, just like that, so that the curtain wall is a little bit enclosed inside. So I'll draw another wall. I'll just come to the wall tool and draw another wall. Let me first escape or deselect all. You come and draw another wall from here all the way to this other wall. Make sure it is a straight wall. And then you can come to a 3D. This wall we want to just take it let's say 3 meters, the way we did for the other one, and then we make this 500 just like that, and it has covered the top part of the curtain wall. Now it is okay. However, we need to align it with this one here, come to intersect, so that they can intersect like that. I am seeing when we intersect, it makes this other wall to go inside. Then we need to find a way of fixing that part, this part that is hanging outside. Let me first just drag that, bring it here, then I see how I can control this other side. I guess this is okay now. So we have achieved this side. We've made the curtain wall here, and then where else do we need a curtain wall? Where else? I'm seeing this side, this part here, we also need a curtain wall, basically from here to here. So I'll split it around here, split this wall here. I want that one. Then I come to split again, I'll split this wall here. Let me first cancel, split it here. Then this will go off. I'll bring my curtain wall, but I need to first rotate it with Ctrl R. I'll just draw this line and rotate it at an angle of 90 degrees. Then I use Ctrl D to drag it inside here, put it there. Then I can click on this black dot and drag it just like that. I'll make sure it fits well. Come to your 3D, that's what you'll get. That's what you'll have. Let me just make it a little bit longer. This one, let me do that. And then of course now we shall split this wall with the split tool. I'll split it here. And then this part I'll delete it. Come to the 3D, that's what you get. That's our curtain wall. And of course we need this top part of the wall as always. So you come to your floor plan, you go to wall, you draw this wall just like that. And then you can come to a 3D, the wall is there, you take it up from here. You remember it is 3 meters, and then it is supposed to be 500, just like that. Now it covers the top of the curtain wall just like that. Which curtain wall do you like more, or do you love more? I would like to know in the comment section. Is it this one I did with the wall tool, or this one that I did with the curtain wall tool? So I'll want to know from your comments and your suggestions. So we are doing great. I guess we're doing great with the facading. And for me, actually, that is it. Let's see from what we have. You see this design here, this is basically what we are trying to achieve, and looking at this, it seems we have almost done our best. So the only thing we are left with here is probably maybe the landscape. And for that case, we can go to the ground floor in our storage. I can now delete these lines. So let's try and do some bit of landscape here. I see these things overlapping. You can just go to this minus, click there, you minus this area so that it is perfectly aligned to the other. Now, if you want to do landscaping in Archicad, first of all, you'll need a lot of line tool to achieve that. Then let's start with the line tool. In documents, you click on this line tool. I'm going to do a lot of just straight edges. I don't want to do a lot of complex shape. So you can draw a line here like that. I can draw another line here just like that, another line here like that, another one here like that. So I'll select this line. I use shift to select this one, and that one. I can click on the intersect so that the excess areas go off. Then I'll come and draw another line here. Let me say like this. And then probably another one like this. So I can just link this one up. If you don't want to see this elevation line, you can just drag it like this using your arrow keys on the keyboard. You push it away. Now you need to first of all create spots that you'll want to use, for example, as planters. Then the roads, the pavements, all those things you can create with your line tool. It will help you a lot in achieving your landscape. For example, now this one is going to be our main access road. I can just decide to drag it all the way to this part, and then here I can decide to drag it like this, and then I'll make sure I connect it up with another line tool here, just like that. Now I have to draw. Let's first achieve that before we can continue. Now what I'll do for this part here, I'll select this line, I'll select this. I'm holding shift so that I can select all of them. I'll come to the design. I'll use the slab tool. After selecting all these lines and picking the slab tool, you click on your space bar so that your cursor turns like that. We have done this before. I'll just click on that, and then it will create for us a slab. And when we come to the 3D, this is the slab we get. However, it is in air. So if you want to bring this down, you can just scroll like this. You see here it is at 0, but when you look at this home story, it is sitting on the first floor. So you change this to the ground floor so that it sits here. And we can now change this to something else. Control T. We can make it something different. So stock white. Then we can look for maybe pavement. Here we have these pavements. I can use that pavement brick, something like that. Back to the ground floor. Let us make some grass around this area. But really, to make grass, I first have to create the roads so that we shall use the rest of the areas as grass. But for you to create a grass, all you need to do is you just come to your design. Let me first select this, select that, select this. As I am holding shift, I select that. And then I come to this mesh tool. Then I'll use of course the space bar to just pour the mesh there. Now when you come to the 3D, you'll see the mesh has perfectly created what? It has perfectly created grass. You see that? It has created grass, and the grass is all around the house. You see that? That's what you can do with the mesh tool. Now this one here, we shall have to, of course, find a way of dealing with it. Now this grass is sitting a little bit down. We can push it up if we want to, or we can even leave it like this, so that this doesn't start exactly where the grass is. But if you want to bring it up from here, you see this, can just reduce it, let's say 0 even. And if at 0, that's what we get. Then when we say negative 100, that's what we get. Let me do just negative 50, something like that, So you can see now from here you can create your roads and all these other things. From here you can even edit this, by the way. You can control T and edit that, but I would love to edit it from the ground floor. However, you realize this one is covering almost everything here. So when I click on this black dot, I can come to, let me see, let me first escape, let me click that. Then when I click on that black dot and I get this minus from or subtract from, I can now subtract this house. Maybe using that, I can just click here, then I drag it all the way to where the house is supposed to be. Then I can continue to draw. Let me just click here, then subtract. I can draw from, let's say from here, like that, like that. So now you have removed the house from the mess, which is the grass, because the house doesn't need to really be inside that. So you can do a lot of things here. Even this part you can remove it out so that it doesn't interfere with your pavement. So you just click on this black dot, you click on that minus. This one here you can draw it using this other method so that you don't get stressed. Otherwise, if you use the square method, it will just draw square. So something like that, it will remove off that part. When you come here, you will be free. From this end, you see this pavement of ours is not affected by the mess or the grass. So this is a way of doing landscaping. Now here you can do a lot of things. You can decide to create planters. You can decide to just do a lot of pavements. You can decide to do so many things the way you want to design your area. So let me first draw something here. I want to draw a line here. Then I want to draw another line just here, like that. And then I'll try and delete this line. When you click on this control, it will delete off that part. Control, it will delete this. Then here, control, delete that. Then this side, delete that. this side, delete that. I'll click on this, I'll use shift to select that, select this, then I'll delete this side, then I'll select this, I'll delete that, I'll delete this, I can select this, then yeah, basically we have selected everywhere we want. Let me see this, there's no line here, so now we shall have to draw another line just to connect this part and this one here. We can select this, we select that, we select this, select that. Now let us try and achieve something here. Let me just click on this. I'll control shift D. I'll offset this at 200, just like that. Then this side, control shift D. I'll also set it at 200. Then this part, I'll do the same. Offset, control shift D at 200, just like that. Then this one here, control shift D, I'll set it at 200, just like that. Now that we have offset all these ones, I can come to my wall, I mean the design, I pick the wall tool, I can draw walls around here. Can draw a wall here, just like that. Then another wall, can draw another wall here, just like this. Then you draw it all around these lines, just like that. Then this one here, just like that. Now we have this wall. Let's try and link it with this one and see if they can intersect there. Then this part and this, let them also intersect there. This and that, let them also intersect. Now when you come to your 3D, you'll see you have drawn another house here, but this time it will not be a house. After selecting all of them, you can scroll, you can change this to this height, the wall height, you can just make it 300. See that? 300. Then you have to change the material, control T. The material will be, let's say, tiles. These let me just do pavement tiles, pavement bricks anyway, just like that. But I love it to be nice if they are supposed to be white. But let me change this to white. Let me look for tiles. Let's do this white. Then we have that. Then this one here, we want to do something in this area. This area here, you can use it to plant a lot of things. When you come to object, let's look for plant, just like that. So now we have some plants here. Let's first try that. Let me reduce this a little bit. I take this one up, click OK. When I put these plants here, let me just put like this. randomly. When I come here, let me delete that. These ones are too tiny, you can't see them, so I guess just delete them. I want something that can be seen. Delete all of them. Come to the ground floor. I'm still looking for plants. So let me just go with this one here. Place one here. Place one here. Place the third one there. Come to a 3D. That's what you'll get. You see that? See what we have achieved. So that's how you can play around with these things. That's how you can play around with these things. You can really do a lot with this kind of landscaping. You can try and create something that will make a lot of sense to you, because we are simply trying out to show you what you can do. But of course, it's now up to you to utilize your skills and create something that is really, really unique. You can Google a lot of different kinds of landscape to get inspiration, so that you can do something really nice and good. So what else are we left with in this design? Placing planters is really not a big deal. When you come to object, you already see these planters here. We can just pick and place them here. I always love to do those in the floor plan, just like that. When you come to your 3D, we have planters here. You see those ones? They're sitting up. When you select all of them, you can come to this, you put 0, then they can sit on the ground, just like that. Let them sit on the ground. Well, I believe the rest of the things are just really placing components and stuff like that. We have already learned how to place components, so you can go ahead and do a lot of this and place components everywhere they are supposed to be. I believe this wall, we can make it a little bit. Let's have 2.8. Let me see what we shall get. It doesn't cover it, so I'll just undo that since that we're trying to do. So now I believe we have achieved our target of this project. Then of course we shall do the detailing, the detailed drawing in the premium membership side. So if you're a premium member, you'll be able to have access to the detailed drawing. Of course, when you are submitting your design, you will need the detailed drawing, and it is very, very important for you to understand, first of all, how to draw grid lines, then how to do openings, the schedules for openings, window schedule, door schedule, and we have foundation detailing, we have roof detailing. All these detailings, they are a little bit advanced. That's why we want to put them in the premium, for the premium subscribers, so that they can have access to that. So if you want to know detailing, you will want to subscribe to our premium page. So Today we learned about first of all doing basically curtain wall, because our facade is purely just curtain walls. And then we did two different kinds. That's the wall tool. We use the wall tool and try to do a curtain wall from the wall tool using the line. And then we also created the real curtain wall from the curtain wall tool that Archicad gives us. Then we have also done the landscaping of this project. We just did a sample of landscaping with these trees that we created. We did the pavements, and then this wall, this short wall that helps us to guard this area. So I believe you have learned a lot from part one of this project up to this far, and I would like to congratulate you because this is the second Archicad project. I believe if you have been with us from day one up to this time, you must have learned a lot in Archicad now. So I'll love to stop with this project here and encourage you to subscribe if you have not subscribed, because we have more projects coming, much more projects coming. So please don't go away. We are still here with you. Thank you so much for understanding and trusting Lulua Tech Designs. I will see you again in the next project. Thank you.